On this edition of NSFW, we are joined by our good old friend, Brett the Amtrekker Roundsville. We give disaster PR to people who need it most. We have a summer movie draft head-to-head preview. We go over some trailers to make sure you pick the right movie to see this weekend. And we debut what could be the most important discovery of this summer. Yes, folks, the NSFW Summer Music Series. See what it's all about coming up on this edition of NSFW.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW episode 73 for April 26, 2011. Brom, 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 Prom.
This episode of NSFW brought to you by Squarespace.com. Get your free 2-week trial without a credit card. Squarespace.com/NSFW. And Netflix. Watch thousands of TV episodes and movies streamed to your PC, Mac, or TV instantly. Plus, get DVDs in the mail in about 1 business day. For your free 30-day trial, go to Netflix.com/twit.
Wake up, eat some coffee, put some fish sticks in the toaster. Then I do my exercises. Then I eat my fish stick sandwich burrito.
Fish sticks sandwich. Fish sticks sandwich burrito.
I eat healthily. I exercise regularly. I do head lifts, head downs, arm wiggles. I'm having a brain aneurysm.
Fish sticks sandwich. Fish sticks sandwich burrito.
All right, forget it. It's go time. That's it. I'm calling it. It's got to be. It's time for the news show full of wind, the news sauce for the Webinars, the show that's nominally safe for work. It's none other than NSFW's home of the Diamond Club. I'm your host, Brian Brusher, joined as always by my BFF forevers, Mr. Justin Robert Rubles III. What is going on, Justin Robert Young? What's going on, buddy?
Fish stick sandwich burrito.
But the thing is,
amazing.
The thing I don't get is, like, I hated that video when I was watching it alone, but, like, sitting there and listening to you laugh somehow made it awesome. How did you do that?
Brian, there is a long history of you hating videos that I really like that eventually become classics on this show. Might I remind you, Cat Crack, which you hated and never wanted to play on the show.
Cat Crack. And now one of our favorite sounders is
Special report.
So you're right. I do understand where you're coming from. But what are we up to here?
Oh, my God. Brian, we have, every once in a while, we like to have a really, 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 really awesome, special, one-of-a-kind guest on this show. And other weeks, we have Brett Roundsville.
Yay!
We got Brett the
Who
Amtrekker
inexplicably
Roundsville.
just really wants fish sticks now and could care less.
Fish sticks. Fish sticks.
Sandwich burrito. No, but seriously, Amtrekker, of course, or, I mean, I don't know. But what is it like? Is it cool to still call you Amtrekker? I mean, that's all I ever call you.
I'm sorry, bro. He's Brett the Amtrekker Roundsville. That's his full name from now on and forever.
Yeah, I have one of those really for real jobs where I'm a functioning member of society right now, and everyone at the office calls me Amtrekker.
That's awesome, dude. So
Yeah.
real quick, by the way, on the great tree of working for the man corporate jobs, can we just all flat out agree? Let's just all 3 of us put our hands up and say Brett won the lottery. Because
yes,
if you were to have any kind of working for the man job, you clearly have the greatest one that is humanly possible. Explain to people what you do, man.
Dude, mostly I make games for people. I travel around the country and I play scavenger hunts, and I put on these big events where I get to be the center of attention and make jokes about other people's videos that they just made during a mission I wrote and forced them to do. It is awesome.
That is awesome. And so let's say this was uploaded by a coworker. What would you say about this video right here?
Did I not mention that I cannot focus? I am so hungry right now. If I just had a fish stick, maybe we could go on a show.
Taking them out, put them in bread, fish stick sandwich, put it onto a tortilla, add some mustard, lots of pickles, nacho cheese, and some for roll up, roll it up, and there you go, fish stick sandwich, burrito.
I'm sorry. You were saying it was very difficult for me to pay attention. I was busy watching the awesome making of the fish stick sandwich burrito. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I can't believe you denied me that on the earlier viewing. Why did we not go far enough?
It's called holding out for the bigger win, my friend. That's what you do on this show. Keep
Exactly.
going.
And by the way, Brian defines holding out for the bigger win, actively trying to squash the win, having someone talk him into it, and then taking credit for it.
Well, maybe it's a bit I do to make NSFW more NSFW-ish, showish. All right.
Oh man.
All right.
All right. So Brett, you work for the Go Game, right? GoGame.GoGame.org.
It's thegogame.com, or the Twitter handle is at the Go Game.
Awesome. Well, it's a fantastic job, and of course,
dude,
Brett, the last time that he was on, raised a bunch of money for his comic.
Yes.
What is it called again? The comic book that Brett's writing.
Brett.
The provider.
Whoa! Robo Tracker. The long-awaited, long-anticipated return of the Robo Tracker.
Robo Tracker.
Robo Tracker. You were saying? Go ahead. And Robo Tracker. And cue the Robo.
Go to Robo Tracker.
And we're live for Robo. And go Robo. Are you there? Robo Tracker? Are you
trying to make our heads explode?
No, he's
powers.
He's like, I'm trying to kill you with hate.
Holy God.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While we get Brett's audio sorted out, coming up on this episode of NSFW, we are going to lend our considerable minds toward disaster PR relief for a few major tech entities. We are also going to give you an update on the Summer Movie League, which has its first head-to-head competition coming up this week, and Brian's got a few grievances that he wants to air out on the show. And finally, a brand new series that we want to launch here on NSFW all throughout the summer, and we need your help for it. It's the NSFW and the NSFW Summer Music Series. Stay tuned later in the program, and we will tell you all about it. But before we get started, I want to remind everybody that this episode is in part brought to you by Disney's Prom. Who are you going with opening this Friday? Prom Fever. Catch it.
I'm sorry, Justin. It sounded like did you just do a sponsor read?
Yeah, they bought time on the show. Prom opening this Friday.
Okay, you say they. Who's they?
Disney.
And who did they pay exactly for the time on this show?
I was just told by I got an email about that.
From whom?
Disney and Twit. Twit and Disney emailed me together. They were like writing it together. They were laughing. They also told me to play this.
Never seen you looking so lovely as you did. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't understand this.
Prom music. They want to just set the mood. And listen, we don't have to do the entire episode, but just pepper it in here and there.
This sounds highly unlikely. It sounds. I mean, because. I mean, like you own Prom in our NSFW Summer Movie Fantasy League, so
that's weird. That is weird, though, right? That they bought. I mean, we've never had a movie sponsor the show, and this to be the first one that's on. Anyway, let's move along ahead. We have Brian. A lot of major tech companies are in a bit of a kerfuffle over the last couple of weeks, and as we are here at the show, we have brilliant PR ideas all the time. So I think it's about time that we offered a little unsolicited PR advice, emergency management to some of these companies. What do you think?
Yeah, in fact, actually have our first round of advice right here. Here it is. Hold on.
You know, put the fish sticks in a toaster, toasting them up, taking them out, put them in bread, fish stick sandwich, put it onto a tortilla, add some mustard, lots of pickles, nacho cheese, and some roll up, roll it up, and there you go, fish stick sandwich, burrito.
See, I think that's all it takes. Just whatever their woes are, gone. You're busy eating a fish stick sandwich burrito at that point.
Note to Tony, our fantastic and talented editor. Can we please, at some point in this recorded episode, plug in Brian before the show, just harassing me on how unfunny this video was?
Oh, no, dude. Look, man. Look, let it not be said that I don't roll with the punches, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Yes, it is.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
A story of 4 lone survivors. 1 forsaken crew. And a shipload of the undead. The bone-chilling tale inspired by legendary director George Romero. It's anchors away for brain-splattering action. With the wrong man. Starring Danny Trejo.
How's that for a close-up, deadhead?
Sarah Michelle Gellar. This must be a nightmare. Robert Englund.
Don't you mess with me, boy.
And Michael Rooker. With special guest, the godfather of all zombies, George Romero. The tide will rise, and so will the body count. It's Call of the Dead.
All right, this is how much I love you, Justin Robert Young. I did not hit this halfway through that. Instead, I held off because you wanted to see fish stick sandwich burrito. So everybody, that thing with awesome Michael Rooker, just imagine that could have been the beginning of the show.
Oh, stop it. Oh, calm down. Let's just have a fun show where we're all on the
I'm
same
just saying. Hey, man, I'm covering my turf because seriously, how epic was that business? That was awesome. Amazing.
No, this is amazing. And I actually, I am not, as people know me, I'm not that big of a gamer, but I will play that game.
Absolutely. Okay. Amazing. All right, now let's do your pick. Here we go.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. My finger slipped. It's like I'm with you, bro.
That you don't try to punch the funny out of the show.
Pass this note right here.
Oh my gosh, Katie Mo just sent you a note whether or not you would be her date to prom and check yes or no. And what are you gonna check, bro?
Let me see here. I got
no.
Catch it.
Okay, stop playing that music. Stop it. You got to stop playing that music.
Listen, it just looks like Prom Fever's catching, Brian. I'm just letting you know.
Justin, you're not fooling anyone. Everybody knows that you're trying to promote your movie Prom, so it makes more money in our NSFW Summer Movie Fantasy League, and nobody's impressed by it. Everybody knows what you're up to.
PlayStation is the first company that we're going to be dealing with. Of course, their PlayStation network got hacked last week, and they admitted today, that the hackers got off with pretty much everything. Not only your name and your account, but also credit card numbers are out in the wild because of the PlayStation network.
I was listening to Tech News Today earlier, and they said they couldn't confirm credit card numbers, but they couldn't disconfirm credit card numbers.
Which means credit card numbers are out there. Pretty much. Right. Hackers know everything that you ever would want them not to know. So, guys, we're in ground zero at Sony, right? We need to help them because no one else has won. Everyone else is throwing pies at them and peeing in their gas tank. Okay?
Is that something the kids do to pee in? They pee in gas tanks?
Yes. And if you don't know that, then you've obviously never pissed off a gang of kids. They go, now you're pissed on.
Yeah. You know what? Unrelatedly, my car broke down the other day. That's the weirdest thing. And it was just after I saw a gang of rapscallions hanging outside the malt shop. And I was just like,
that's your
get
first
out of here.
mistake. You should never have called them rapscallions. Never. That'll set them off like no other.
No. All right. So Brett, what do you think? Is there a silver lining to this? Because I think I might have one. What if we pitch this as a PlayStation Network, where you can find new friends and new friends find you?
I think the important.
Oh no! The important lockup of your Skype. I'm sorry. Say everything over again. The important thing is what, Brett?
I think the important.
Mr. Cubism?
Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Can you
But
read me?
you look
Breaker 190.
you look awesome right now. I just want to freeze you like this forever.
He
And-
looks not unlike a fish stick sandwich burrito.
I don't feel very frozen.
no, you look great, man. Keep it going. Let's hear it, Brett. And he's gone.
What is wrong with your face?
Justin,
Here, what is?
I'll tell you what, a valuable insight by Brett the M Checker Rounsonville. Bragg, what do you think here? How can we help? How can we help the PlayStation Network?
I was not prepared for cubism, Brett. Look, here's the thing. PlayStation Network's new slogan needs to be, like that's
No, leave it right there. The simplicity is brilliant. PlayStation Networks. It shows humility. We know we screwed up. What do you want us to do?
Exactly.
We're the
Exactly.
PlayStation Network.
We're the PlayStation Network. I mean, I think it's fine. I think that's my go. That's my go-to there.
And that should be the professional response for whenever anybody is like, how do you respond to allegations that over 40,000 credit card numbers were put out in the wild after the hacking incident?
That's how it goes.
Good to me. All right. There we go. There we go. Front page of Time Magazine. PlayStation responds, or no, the PlayStation in the aftermath of hacking.
Either that or what you do is you respond, you're like, and they're like, that's not a real response. And that's when you bust out.
Put the fish stick in a toaster, toasting them up, taking them out, put them in bread, stick sandwich, put it onto a tortilla.
Yes.
Lots of pickles, nacho cheese, and some for roll up, roll it out, and there you go. Just stick sandwich, burrito. Put the
Okay.
Burrito.
And he's back. So I'm sorry. Brett, the surrealist Amtrekker. So what would your decision be?
I think the important thing is to always focus on the positive, correct?
Yes, of course.
Sure, yeah.
So in this case, why don't we focus on the information that didn't get out? Like, do they know the dog's maiden name? No, no one knows my dog's maiden name. Do they know my girlfriend's dad's license plate number? No, they don't. You know what? That's a win for PSN.
There we go.
That's
So,
a win for PSN. That's what you do. You tell all the things that didn't happen, and you end it with like this guy is like. You start with a side angle, and you're like, and that's a win for PSN.
So I think we take the advertisement that they had for the PlayStation itself, where it was it plays video games and DVDs and music and everything. And it only does everything. Like you just say, like all of Brett's examples, your report card in middle school.
It only reveals these things. Like that's it. Like they use the exact same campaign.
Focus on what it doesn't reveal. Like the fact that you're going to go see Disney's Prom this weekend.
Okay. Look, you're doing it again, Justin. You can't pimp your own. Okay, stop that. You can't play that song.
Listen, they paid us for it, Brian. Let's just move on.
They didn't pay us.
Lady Gaga,
Nobody
of course,
paid.
Lady Gaga had a meltdown in a UK interview when she got upset that the person who was asking her questions kept insisting that she ripped off the melody and tune to Born This Way from Madonna's Express Yourself.
First
She
of all,
even went so far
she totally
as to use
did.
the word retarded, which she later had to apologize for.
Well, first of all, she totally did, because I was listening to the Weird Al parody, and I was just like, whoa, why is he parodying Express Yourself from a million years ago? And then I realized it was supposedly this other thing. I tell you what, Justin, if you don't mind, let's take a little listen of the cut, and you guys be the judge.
Toasting them up, taking them out of them in plastic sandwich. Put it onto a tortilla, add some mustard, lots of pickles, nacho cheese, some for roll up, roll it up, and there you go. Just a sandwich, burrito.
All right, Justin, you tell me, is that not Express Yourself?
Could you do me a favor, Tony? Just cut in Brian saying, this is legitimately a terrible song. And just put it in sepia tone and then have a little logo that says 15 minutes before this happened.
This is legitimately terrible. I just want to put this on you, Justin.
Listen, I think we played the beginning. It's pretty awesome. In fact, give it the Lost flashback sound. Do the. This is legitimately a terrible song.
I'm sorry. You were saying, though.
So how do we help Lady Gaga? I feel like there's something that we could do. She's a legitimately beloved figure, but now she's fraying at the edges. We need a good catchphrase that she can say when everyone's like, hey, you ripped this off from Madonna. We need to help her out.
You know what? Actually, I say we go ahead and we give her the exact same advice that we already gave PlayStation Network. And in fact, we just changed the names and we just let it be Lady Gaga.
Why do I look like the villain in an 80s movie?
I don't see what's wrong with that, dude. I mean, it's like, that's got to be the advice. It's just like, what you going to do? In fact, let me make that the official NSFW slogan.
For those of you who are listening to it, there's the name.
Oh, no.
He does look like an 80s villain.
He really does look like an 80s villain.
No, it looks like really the only thing that I need is like, the protagonist's girlfriend or like crush since middle school under my arm. And it's just, what are you gonna do about it, bro?
Yeah, dude, I got your girl. And in fact, we actually had the boys down at advertising put together this little gem for us as well. So you can just throw that in. PlayStation Network.
That's a very long eh. That's more of a whiny eh. That's it.
No, that was definitely, I don't think we need to go full on that eh, but so you're saying, listen, this is a one-size-fits-all strategy is what we're saying.
Well, so far, we're 2 for 2. Our brilliant mindshare network, the Rothman Brothers Redux, comes up with, like, all our clients are like, I have serious problems. How should I handle it? And then we're like, And they're like, wait, are you blowing me off? And I'm like, no, but that's how you can blow off your detractors after you pay us $1 million. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So what's the name of this song that she ripped off?
Born This Way.
What's her song?
Her song is Born This Way, but yeah. I'll tell you what, we probably can't play that, but I'll bet what we can play is what Weird Al gave away for free, which was his version, I Perform This Way, right? Do you know what the story
Perform
is?
This Way, I believe so.
Perform This Way. So I assume that the actual song sounds a little something like this, and I'm going to jump it forward here. This is actually, if you didn't follow the controversy, Weird Al Yankovic made this parody, and then after the fact, Lady Gaga said, no, sir, you're screwed. And then it turns out that after this thing hit like 300 bazillion views in a day, then Lady Gaga was like, backsies, my manager never gave it to me, so you could do it. Here, but listen.
It's the press bottles everywhere I go. I'll poke your eye.
And again, think about Madonna's Express
Well,
Yourself.
and there's like mashups where they play like both songs on top of each other, and they it's a very common disco progression in Lady Gaga's defense, but they sound a lot alike.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So it's like, yeah, so here it is right now.
I'll poke your eye out with a dress like this. Back up and enjoy the show. I'm sure my critics will say it's a grotesque display. Well, they can bite me, baby, I perform this way. I might be wearing Swiss cheese.
It sounds very similar for sure.
Okay, but
So
listen,
maybe-
Brian,
maybe
we're
to
not
help her out.
attacking Lady Gaga. We're helping her. We're lifting her.
Right. I'm
Lift,
sorry.
lift the Gaga.
So here's my vote.
Sorry.
gang. My vote is that we turn into this swerve. We say something like, why do we go Gaga for Madonna? Because we were born this way.
So you're saying just confuse everybody immediately?
No,
by
I like this.
stringing
I
words
like
together.
this. You use their own words against them and you make it a marketing strategy. You're like, Gaga for Madonna, you were born this way. People are like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? And then throw Weird Al in there. Are you weirdly Gaga for Madonna?
Are you Weird Al?
Hey, Al, are you weirdly Gaga for Madonna? Well, you were born this way. Or do you perform this way? And then follow it up with,
maybe you're expressing yourself. Well, it looks like I might be Canadian. I might be going, eh? Well, and then
agree.
also somebody in the chat room, and I apologize for not getting the name, or chat realm rather, says that maybe we should advise Lady Gaga to say, I didn't say that this was retarded. I said I just retorted.
that is true.
So there we go. All right, so Gaga's in the bank.
Okay, look, and I know we have more clients. They're all waiting out in the living room. I mean, the office. I mean, the waiting room. But before we do, we ought to talk about our most important client, and that's not your made-up client who pretends to be paying you to
made up,
promote
that's right,
Prom.
right.
It's totally made up. It's totally made up.
Disregard
You
that
definitely made up that we're being paid by
Squarespace.com is not made up.
Squarespace. Let
No,
me tell you something.
it
Can I tell you a true story?
Yes.
Last night I had this dream that
Okay.
I was in a castle, totally rocking out, playing Led Zeppelin. I could play Led Zeppelin in this dream, right? And then Mark B shows up wearing a princess cap. And he's got beautiful flowers coming out behind him wherever he goes. And he runs circles around me. The whole place is filled with flowers. And he goes forward and he whispers, he's just like, look this. And I was like, what does that mean? And he goes, look this. And then he turned into a skeleton and we had sex. But the weird thing was, I was trying to figure out how would I blog this? Because I'm not good at HTML. I'm not good at your CSS wizardry. What I need is a fast and easy solution to get my dream out there on the interwebs where it will live and survive. What can I do, Justin?
Well, you could start a site called gaysexskeleton.squarespace.com, Brian. It's very, very easy. And for 2 weeks, you can try out the platform without any kind of credit card. Folks, nobody makes it easier to try their service than squarespace.com. Not even the girl from the broken home who you're going to prom with or going to see the movie Prom opening this Friday. Prom people catch it. Will be easier to try than squarespace.com. The tools are absolutely easy. The back end could not be more wide open. Again, like you did. It is a fantastic platform that is state of the art, and by the way, never goes down, unlike your date.
Now, hold on. Here's the thing, right? Like, this is just a weird dream. I don't want to spend a lot of money, and I don't want to have to give my credit card information to some random thing on the internet. I just want to try out the service and find out whether or not I can get my word out to people. In fact, I have no intention of this site lasting. For 2 sweet weeks, I want the world to know about my bizarre, twisted fantasy dream involving the corpse of one Mark B. How can I make this happen?
Now? It's not a skeleton.
That's what skeletons are. They're corpses. All right?
No, they're not. They're skeletons.
They're corpses.
Flesh and organs.
That's a corpse is just a dead body, and a skeleton is a dead person.
By the way, you're slowly recreating this. It started as a skeleton, now it's a corpse. And in 2 minutes, it's going to be you actually just having sex with former Squarespace employee Mark.
He's just trying to build up to it. You have to let him
Exactly.
ease into something like this.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're done criticizing me, answer my question. Because I don't want to give a credit card.
Okay,
I don't want my information out there. I just want to give the tools a try.
Here's all you do. You go to squarespace.com/NSFW. And not only are you going to get that 2-week free trial absolutely gratis on the house here, people, you're also going to support this show. And as we talked about before, let's say you already have a blog on another platform, or maybe you're not super interested in starting a blog right now. You want to make a silly joke for this site. They love people who listen to this podcast going out and making these funny jokes because it shows you, just gives you a little test drive of how easy and reliable Squarespace.com is. So if you want to go use it, just go ahead and make a funny little joke. Make a big site all dedicated to Brian and his naked ambition to have a gay sex skeleton that he names Mark B. and there we go. Yeah, it's not. They're not going to pull a PlayStation Network on you. They're gonna keep your credit card completely safe if you decide to go ahead, and their prices are very, very reasonable. Squarespace.com for all of your jingling and jangling gay sex skeleton movies.
Now hold on 1 second. I just want to know: is it gay sex with the skeleton? Do skeletons have gender?
Well, the corpse that you distinctly said belonged to Mark B., who is an actual person and a former employee of Squarespace, certainly does have a gender.
All right. Well, in that case, then maybe I have a therapy session to report to. But meanwhile, let's go back to fixing people's problems. Come on, man. That's what we're all about right here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think maybe we can table these PR things and then move right into the Summer Movie League update. What do you think?
Well, I'm sure there's nothing to talk about. Nothing interesting is happening this week, Justin. Everybody knows it.
Yes. Brian, of course, this is the first week where you are going to have a challenger. You bought all the movies in April that we had listed in the draft. And by some random happenstance, a movie that I had drafted got bumped off the summer slate, and so we needed a replacement. I was awarded by the league, fair and square, I forget what is the movie called?
It's called, if I remember correctly, it's called I Am Willing to Ruin All My Credibility in order to try to get a slight edge in this summer movie draft league game.
Wow, it is a long and unwieldy name. Who is their marketing?
Yeah. No, what is it? Is it Prom?
I'm sorry. I'm busy looking at that's squarespace.com.
Oh, no, it's called Prom. Opening this Friday, Disney's Prom. Who are you going with? Starring Amy Teagarden. Prom Fever. Catch it.
Stop playing that. Stop playing. They're not paying us. I'll tell you what. If you're gonna sell this thing, all right, stop. I will totally mute you, sir. Stop with that. The point is, if you're gonna insist that we're being paid, you better cut me in. How much am I getting for this?
It was an undisclosed sum. That was probably $2.
Well, then stop, because you're giving them too much for their value. And if you don't mind...
All right, listen, Brian, can we stop being unprofessional?
Okay, no.
Fast Five is opening up for you. But really, what we need to talk about is you had a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, my issue is I keep looking at my new favorite website, gaysexskeleton.squarespace.com. What were we talking about again? I'm sorry.
Just go back. Come back together.
I'm going to show it again. That's inappropriate. It's skeletons.
You get what? It's perfectly normal. Two skeletons getting together and banging each other.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. So if you don't mind, can we please get back to the issue at hand?
Love each other very much.
Exactly. That's how baby skeletons are made.
Right? Pretty Jumbles in the chat room does point out those skeletons were just born that way. What were you asking?
You had an issue with the league so far. Air your grievance.
With the league? Oh, man, you're not going to make me say all this. I'm going to say, sounds silly now that I'm looking at skeletons having sex. But I was a little bit upset that my strategy of buying a bunch of the movies early on, figuring that everybody was holding off to buy bigger movies later, didn't pan out, partly because the two biggest movies of April weren't even on our draft league.
So you felt that you were cheated out of what would have been those two movies because nobody would have
say cheated. I'm gonna say I would have made my summer draft picks differently had I known, which and it's my own fault. I should have researched and assumed that there would be movies that there would be a single movie that would have the value of all my picks in April combined. I should have foreseen that. Now looking back at it is what I'm trying to say.
Well, and specifically what we're talking about is what? Rio and what was the other movie that came out?
A movie called Hop. That's
Hop.
That's breaking up everything.
So it was, the Bunny movie with Russell Brand. Although you got a Russell Brand movie, so that counts.
You're talking about Arthur.
Or Arthur. Arthur as well.
Or Arthur, yes. Ortho, the duck is the movie I wanted.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, people are saying Hop, Rio, Water for Elephants. They were not on the draft. But Brian, right now, you are leading all players.
Okay, come on. Are you really going to? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, listen, the numbers don't lie, okay? $100 million or $126 million, as well as a little bit of change there. You are ahead of everybody. That's your head start. That's got to make you feel pretty good, right?
Well, yes, but I tell you what, in my defense, seriously, look at this clip from Hop. I mean, seriously. Come on, that's some compelling content right there. Hop should have been in the Summer Movie League, is all I'm trying to say.
So, I mean, but listen, okay, and you're muting this way more than you did on the phone with me, because you were legit kind of
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
You are legitly. Why are you holding back on this? This was an issue that you wanted to bring up.
No,
you wanted recompense.
This is exactly how I was on the phone, and I actually have the audio of what I said. Take a listen.
Mustard, lots of pickles, lots of cheese. Some for roll up, roll it up, and there you go. It's a sandwich, burrito.
See, I think it's clear that I was totally calm. I'm perfectly calm, dude. In fact, I remember saying I'm perfectly calm, dude. Totally calm.
All right. Well, here we go. I figured that since this is in the spirit of competition, this is the first week that we're going to have competing movies out there since you've ruled the roost through April. So this is when the league officially kind of starts in earnest. I figured we each have movies coming out. Maybe we could do a little live read. We could each, do like a radio style live read for our movie.
Oh, I like this.
5.
This is
I have
great.
Disney's Prom. And Brett, you can decide who did the best job. How about that?
Perfect.
All right. Well, let us begin the NSFW read of our summer movie draft. Justin, you want to go first?
No, Brian, I think I'm going to defer to you. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I think that was a mistake that I just allowed to roll with that. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Fast 5 because I want
because I don't know what the movie's about.
Hold on. Let me do YouTube Fast 5, and then whatever comes up. There we go. Fast 5 trailer. I'm just gonna put this out there, and then like.
Oh, do you just want to narrate the trailer?
Well,
hey,
I'm just saying.
But now, how about this? All right, here's the challenge. Let's just play the trailer without sound, and we just like do the voices for it. And the narration.
Okay.
How about that?
All right. And so and Brett gets to judge who does it better, right?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. I'm Jesus in Brazil. Mysterious downstairs. It's time for me to steal some stuff. I've got punched in the face, and people got shotguns, and they're coming in. They're shooting the hookers who are cutting cocaine. And guess what? It's Vin Diesel who sets fire to the money. Universally. And then they fly down some guy who's got to be super impressive, and his name is The Rock. And stuff is exploding and things are crashing, and he tells people don't let them get in cars. But guess what? They get in the cars anyway, and the hookers, they walk around and they drive away because it is Fast 5. And next spring your brains will explode with awesome, because behind this flipping car will be some kind of barefoot water skiing treasure chest. I couldn't think of the word for safe, so I said treasure chest. Coming this Tuesday, it's Fast 5 in the desert. All right, Justin, your turn. That's all I got, dude. What do you got, buddy?
for a while. I really admired your
This Tuesday.
ability to stick to the song. Like that,
Because
that was not
next,
leaving.
this
Like, that
Tuesday
song
is
was
when
gonna
we
carry
will
the
talk
day.
about it on this Tuesday. I was actually promoting our discussion of Fast Five, and I don't understand why you gotta poop all over it.
Brett, what were your thoughts on that one?
Again, loved the song. The beat was very impressive. It was a catchy tune that I'll probably be singing in the shower tonight. I'm hesitant to say more before I hear what the competition has.
Okay. All right. Well, Brian, if you can cue up the prom.
Okay, you got it. I'm about to set that up.
T-Tech in the chat realm says that the name of Brian's song, if you want to look it up on iTunes, is Brum 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 Brum.
All right, Justin, and go. Dead silence. That's how you're selling it.
Pew! Are you in high school? Do you want to go to prom? How about the tall guy, the fat girl? Are they going? Walt Disney says maybe the blonde chick will go with the Asian guy. They're all excited. Hey, you want to go to prom? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sick of prom. High fives all around, because that's what prom's all about, including the dangerous guy, and the nerdy guy, and the slutty chick, and the Asian girl, the blonde girl again. Dresses are pretty. Oh, look, this guy's really got a great plan to go to prom. Oh, no, it's totally foiled. What a comic turnaround. It's not about a dance. It's about the black chick and the dangerous guy and motorcycles and streetlights. Who are you going to be? Close kissing? I don't think so, because I'm really bad. Maybe my parents didn't raise me right. Maybe I should go on a motorcycle. Oh, no, prom's really pretty. You want to go to prom? Maybe you want to punch somebody, light something on fire, stand in a tree, have a bunch of racially diverse cast with a bunch of sprightly things around. Prom.
This just in, we are getting reports that right now, stop that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. I was doing my sound effects. Stop your sound effects. Stop it. Stop your sound effects. We are going live to the decision maker, none other than one Brett the Ram Trekker Ounceville. What is up, sir?
Maybe not so much of that anymore. Maybe don't go that direction now. Jury. I had such high hopes for you. I really did. And I don't feel like you came to bat. I don't feel like you put all four horses into one cylinder. And I'm not sure what that means, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't hoping it would happen. And as such, I think...
So you're going to go with Brum 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 Brum.
Brum 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 song. I'm going to be in the shower tonight.
Look, I could sell any movie.
And sing...
I could sell any movie by starting with... He's a god from Asgard. His name is Thor, and he's got a big hammer named Mjolnir. He's punching Loki in the face and having sex with women here on Earth. Come on, next one.
All that said, I'm going to prom with Katie Mo. Who's your date?
Well, that's official. So what you're saying is, woo, right here, this guy, 100%.
Yeah, the W goes to the Schwood for sure.
That's right.
Song. It's a good song. It's a killer song. All you really need.
It's infectious, right?
Really, really solid piece of audio that'll carry you all the way through a trailer. You don't even need all that narration. I think you just overdid it a little bit in all the wrong places. Dirty,
Listen. All I can do is wish Brian absolutely well on this competition, of course, sponsored by Disney's Prom.
Stop that. You're doing it again. You are doing it a second time.
Catch it.
You can't. No, stop playing that music. You can't play that music. Stop it. Somebody in the chat room wants me to try doing the Brum 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 for the Star Wars trailer.
I'm always Brum Brum the Star Wars trailer.
All right.
Brum Wars is what I like to call it.
All right, here we go. Ready? This is the original trailer.
Maybe I should lay down the beat and you play the song.
Oh, here we go. Here it comes. It's coming through space. It's coming in your face. It's flying through the sky. It's Star Wars. Freaking Star Wars with a dog that flies a ship and is shooting the lasers all over your lip. It's Star Wars. Oh, torture porn with a hot lady and a dude in a hat. Close the door because it's gonna get nasty. And the Star Wars and it's coming in your face and you better shoot and run away. See, it's freaking simple, bro. It's like that's
cake.
That's how you make the money.
My hands are up. I was bested by a better man tonight. I was brum over.
That's all you got to do is brum. I don't understand the problem, man.
I bet if we took that trailer back to 1977, people would go see that movie.
Can you imagine
right
you're sitting in the movie theater and you just hear and the sand people and they're hating Luke and you got a lightsaber and you're an old dude and you vanish and a joint gets sucked up in the garbage. That's what I do is I spoil the ending of the movie while saying brum and sing my terrible song. I don't understand what the problem is with that.
The feeling is the hero's father. You find that out 2 movies later in the
Exactly. See, it's freaking perfect.
That is amazing. You know what else is amazing, Brian?
What?
Netflix.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, not no, it's not amazing, but like,
no, shut up. We're moving on.
I've been like
Netflix.
Like no way that we get the chance to talk about my all-time favorite movie service, Netflix. Do you realize, Justin? I don't even know if you and I have ever discussed this. Do you realize that Netflix for $8 a month, you can get a plan where you're able to stream thousands of movies to your PS3, to your Xbox, to your Nintendo Wii, to your iPad, to your desktop system. It's like you have a library of all the greatest movies ever created, and you can access them anytime, anywhere, on any device.
Absolutely. And if you watch them on the PlayStation 3, now a whole bunch of new friends know all the movies you really, really like to watch. Listen, Netflix is...
But they don't know.
Oh, there we go.
They don't know. You're right, Amtrekker. They don't know what you're saying when you use a crazy robot voice. That's another great thing about...
No, you wouldn't know this is true. Battlestar Galactica is on Watch It Now on Netflix.
See, this is great. Brett was using his synthetic robot voice that he totally used just so he could explain that Cylons love Netflix because Battlestar Galactica Series 1 is all available right now for Netflix instant streaming right now. So head on over to Netflix.com and you can actually see all this stuff. Do we have a special URL? What do we have?
Indeed we do. Support the network that is nice enough. And believe you me, it is a true leap of faith. Netflix.com/twit is the offer code that you're going to use. It's not specific to this show. It's for the network at large. Show them that you really, really love using Netflix. And by the way, if you already have Netflix, like I know many of you do, then just go ahead and support the show by using it tonight. I know you would anyway, but this time, do it for NSFW. Go on there. I know I've been dominating the Larry Sanders Show to be actually, and they got new stuff. You know, Easy A. You seen that movie Easy A, Brian? With the Emma Stone and the whatnot and the line about...
That's by NWA, right? Talking about the fallen rap artist Easy A?
No, that was Easy E who died of AIDS.
Just thought that I had to get to Compton soon. Got to get drunk before the day begins, before my mom starts bitching about me.
Gay. I don't know if they carry that one, but no, Easy A, hilarious. It's a movie that's just out. You know, it's a hot new flick, and they got it on Netflix because it's awesome. Netflix.com/twit. And you're gonna get all the stuff right there, right in your face.
We should also point out like a lot of the movies that were the blockbusters from last year's Summer Movie Fantasy League now on Netflix. I, for example, watched The Karate Kid, and I know that Salt came out. That movie made a lot of money for somebody who ever had it, which may in fact have been me. I'm pretty sure it was me. But dude, look, Netflix. Here's the thing. Seriously, I'm doing it. Brett's doing it. Justin's doing it. What else you got? Go to NSFW. I mean, go to Netflix.com/twit and sign up now and be one of the cool kids. And in fact, you don't even have to keep it. 30 days. You can watch all of Lost in 30 days.
There we go.
You can watch
hang
the
it out
first
right
season
there.
for free. We just gave you a present, and you owe us a thank you card. And so just go ahead
And
and
a
get
fish
rid of it.
stick sandwich.
And a
Burrito.
I'll tell you what you can't see on it is this little gem. Definitely not on Netflix.
Put the fish stick in a toaster, toasting them up, taking them out, put them in bread, fish stick sandwich, put it onto a tortilla, add some mustard, lots of pickles, nacho cheese, and some for roll up, roll it up, and there you go, fish stick sandwich, burrito.
Right? I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Well, when it's eventually adapted into a full-length feature film, which obviously it will eventually be on Netflix. Please, folks, don't panic. The Fish Stick Sandwich Burrito trilogy will eventually be put on America and the world at large's favorite online streaming service and DVD rental distribution hub. So don't worry. Don't panic, everybody. Pick that one up when it becomes available.
Absolutely.
Brian, we have a brilliant idea for this show. Speaking of music, and maybe we've already found the guy that we want to target.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
The NSFW Summer Music Series.
Oh, we talked about this. This is what we were talking about right before the show, and you said I'm going to introduce the Summer Music League. That's where people fight over music, right?
No, it's not where people fight over music. Brian, we're trying to reduce the complication on the show.
Okay, so everybody votes on a song, and then we take the titles of the song, and we put them on cockroaches' backs, and then we watch the cockroaches fight each other, and then whichever, that makes it the best song, right?
No.
And after the cockroach wins, then you have to take the anagram of the winning title, and then whatever the title most closely matches that anagram, that's the one that wins, right?
If there are more B's than
thing.
J's in there, then I win. And if there are more
right.
J's,
I forgot about the B and J rule.
No, it's not an N. There's no NJ rule. The NJs, it doesn't even matter. We can't overcomplicate it. And it's certainly not sponsored by Prom opening up this Friday.
Okay, stop.
Who are
that.
you going with? Prom Fever Catch?
Stop that. No, stop playing that. Don't play that. Stop playing that. You can't play that.
Okay, here's the deal. The Summer Music Series is going to be a very simple concept. A lot of people are out there on the internet, specifically on YouTube, but not only on YouTube exclusively, that do music and sing into webcams. You know, there are people have made careers. The Digitor right now is all YouTube acts that are basically people who just look in a camera and play their songs, and they've had huge followings. We figure, why not bring a little bit of all that talent right up into your eye holes on NSFW and have live performances right here at the end of the show. So we do a whole show filled with comedy and hilarity. And all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, Fish Stick Sandwich Burrito. Boom. And then a live performance of Fish Stick Sandwich Burrito guy is on there. And everybody has a fun time. It's a unique performance. It's going to be specific to this show. And we figure it's about time somebody does something like that, right? Did anybody know any live show that does that?
Well, actually, hold on. I'm actually forwarding it right now because I actually have footage. There was another show. I don't know if you know this. It wasn't around for very long, but there was a show that was very popular for a very short amount of time, and people definitely. Well, here, look. Here we go. We got this footage right here. Here we go. Take a look. This is from Justin. Is this? I hesitate to ask them for anything since they've given so much.
ID?
What's that?
You want an ID, a show ID?
Yes. That would be awesome. Hold on, I just realized that was after the show when my shirts were off. I'm trying to find them playing for us. And what's weird is like KG got half naked first, and then I can't find the clip of when they were playing.
It's like their biggest
Nope, I can't find it. So anyway, the originals were, of course, our friends over at Trainwreck, KG and the gang, performed Brodeo for us, and that's what we want to do all summer long. We want to have your favorite internet hits. So do us a favor, write us an email at nsfwshow@gmail.com, and we will check out your emails. And do us a favor, hit up the artist directly. That would be great if you could lob us a softball and say, hey, you know who totally wants to perform Brody Quest live on your show? The guy who created Brody Quest.
Or how about, listen, I think we owe it to this, the spirit of this idea is can chat room right now bring us the head of a Fish Stick Sandwich Burrito guy? Does he have a Twitter? Does he have any place that we can direct an email that we can direct everybody to besiege him with demand to come on the show and play the song?
Fair enough. You hear that, chat
Let's
room?
ask folks, when you're not busy visiting brum.squarespace.com.
Okay, hold on. Wait 2 seconds, people. Meanwhile,
Arms reach. This is fantastic.
see, this is
KG is now putting his shirt over his head, much like E.T. in the front of the fight.
this is unbelievable. Like, never in my dreams did I think that they would actually have music, instruments ready to go. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The episode.
That's right. See, this is what we're trying to recreate right here, so you can hear. See, that's what we can do. We can totally have this kind of awesome music performed over a webcam.
I mean, here's the thing. Is it going to be the best quality of all time? No. Is it going to be an awesome once in a summer experience, that will, get an artist out in front of all the NSFW viewers and get us in front of all their fans? Absolutely. I think it's a super awesome idea. Email your favorite. I would say probably let's, for right now, stick to people who do stuff on YouTube because they're used to the idea of, looking into a webcam and playing and having it sound pretty decent.
Right.
And there we go. So
right.
let's hook that up.
Well, in the meantime, if you guys want to, if you're looking for an awesome Squarespace site that is something that you could create in mere minutes, I recommend you check out Brian's Amazing Cloud at nsfwcloud.squarespace.com, where you can see the guy who's riding an amazing horse doesn't feel amazing anymore. You can see how suspiciously my favorite cloud looks like a fish stick sandwich burrito. You can see Justin sneering and saying, eh. And then you can just see randomly Disney's Prom advertised on it. See, that's how we stop that. You're doing it again. You got to stop with that.
Brian, that you finally got on the prom train, and you're finally paying off the ad for which we were so handsomely compensated.
I'm just saying. By the way, we actually have the Twitter for the fish stick sandwich guy, Robert Benfer at Robert Benfer, RebertBenfer, here in San Antonio. Shoot balls.
You already put the word on the screen.
What's that?
The SH word.
Okay, well, I forgot all about that. But shoot balls, he could come up and do it in studio. How would you like him to perform that in studio right here?
That
Come on
would be
up.
amazing.
Hit this guy up, because if there's one thing your life clearly doesn't have enough of, it is this little gem right here.
Fish stick in a toaster, toasting them up, taking them out, put them in bread, stick sandwich, put it onto a tortilla, add some mustard, lots of pickles, nacho cheese, some for roll up, roll it up, and there you go, fish stick sandwich, burrito.
See? Come on.
This is a lot like Cat Crack in that it really does get better every time you watch it.
Oh my God, you are not kidding.
Okay, Tony, one more time.
First time that I noticed that he calls it a tortilla. So scary, right?
I just want everybody to know, Tony, one more time. Just put the
this is legitimately terrible. I just want to put this on you, Justin.
Listen, I think by the beginning, I think it's pretty awesome. This is legitimately a terrible song.
Well, I will totally eat those words, and I will eat them to his face, and I will eat
his face like he was a gay sex skeleton.
And because I will definitely eat a fish stick sandwich burrito. That's what I'm saying.
If he comes in and performs in your house, which is an hour and a half away from San Antonio.
That would be amazing.
Chat room is saying, dude, I'll spam him to hell and back, but only if you agree to eat a fish stick sandwich burrito. And
Brian will eat a fish stick sandwich burrito. In fact, we will make it during the song, and Brian will eat it. I'll eat one too. If
amazing
he comes on.
This is a terrible idea. But you got to get him on.
This is the summer music series. So do me a favor, Brian, can you give out his
one more
Twitter
time?
again?
Yeah, his Twitter is Robert Benfer at Robert Benfer in San Antonio, Texas. Dude, let's get this guy on the show because he's clearly hilarious.
So there we go. We want him on there. And Brian, that about brings us to the end of this this lovely episode of NSFW.
I don't know how you did it, Justin, but somehow you masterfully crafted a shit. It's as though you toasted some fish sticks in a toaster, put them in a sandwich, wrap them in a burrito or tortilla.
No, first, you have to have some nacho cheese or some mustard, lots of pickles.
Look, today is clearly the best day of my entire life. Amtrekker around Seville, where can people find you, man?
Just go to the Twitters. I'm Amtrekker out there. AMTREKKER.
Justin, what about you, sir?
I just want to point out in the chat room on what I almost masterfully crafted.
I know, I just saw that, and so I'm trying to see what I'm doing.
Listen,
trying to be pro.
I don't want to be an analyst here, but who would be so weird to stop the show so they point out a possible verbal flub.
All right, keep going. Go and go.
All right, listen, folks. Number one, I want to give a big shout out to the Diamond Club of Columbus, folks. There are diamond clubs popping up regionally all over the country, and Columbus was, they're having a viewing party tonight. If you are starting one up, let us know, nsfwshow@gmail.com. We'll give you a shout out, and, hopefully we'll set up a little resource somewhere on the BBpedia or whatever, where you can gather up with other DC Diamond Club members and watch the show and have a good time and make friends that like the show because they're obviously better than your other friends. Other than that, big ups to Healthy Addict, Ashley Paramore, for putting that together. Here's the deal. Your friend of mine, Andrew Main, wrote a book. It's called The Grenville Shadow.
Never heard of it.
The audio book I narrated, and it will be out this week. Go visit andrewmain.com/books. It's not up right now, but it will be up when we debut it. It's also, look for it on iTunes. Subscribe to it. We're going to be giving it away for free over 10 weeks. So if you don't want to pay for nothing, then and you don't want to pay for the $1 ebook, which, come on, folks, it's $1. Don't be cheap. Then you can listen to it, and it'll be a free absolute audiobook, but it's going to last over a couple, 2 or 3 months. Or you can just buy the whole audiobook in its entirety. It's going to be $5. So check that out. It's me doing the narration, and I'm very curious what people think about it.
Can I hear how you do a girl voice?
Yeah. All right. I can hear. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me find.
Wait. You gotta. No. You do narration on the fish stick taco sandwich. Go. Burrito.
Kind of sounds something like this.
So they're all Southern Bells in the
girl voice. You gotta it's a little bit lower, a little throatier, but it also has a bit of a different lilt.
You know what? Actually, Andrew Main sent in audio of him doing the girl voice, and I think it's a little bit better. Check it out.
All right.
What are you talking about?
That's not Andrew Main doing a girl.
That's clearly Andrew Main. I don't understand what the big deal is.
So there we go. Check out The Grenville Shadow. You can buy the Kindle book on Amazon, and then other than that, follow Justin R. Young on Twitter for all sorts of new stuff, including I've got 2 very top secret projects that I've been working on in stealth. One's a podcast, one's a blog. I'll be debuting both this week, and you'll only know about it if you follow me on Twitter, Justin R. Young. There we go.
All right. Well, as you guys know, I already have been pimping my Twitter, so I want you guys to check out my Facebook for the first time. It's facebook.com/Schwood, and that's it for this episode of NSFW.
See you next Tuesday.
I eat healthily. I exercise regularly. I do head lifts, head downs, arm wiggles. I'm having a brain aneurysm.
Fish stick sandwich, fish stick sandwich burrito.
I gotta end it right there, otherwise I'll just watch the video all over again.
It almost bothers me. I'm sorry, Brett. It bothers me how much Brian loves this song. After, if he had his druthers, it would have never made the show.
Look, man, this is me admitting you're right. Why do you hate to find out that you're right? This is me telling you you're right. You should love this. Why do you hate it so much?
I just want everybody to know that me and Brian are going to settle our differences this weekend when we talk about how much we enjoyed Prom opening this Friday.
No, stop that.
Prom.
Stop.
Who are you
Stop
going with?
advertising
Fever.
Prom.
Catch it.
You know, it might make it more.
Stop that. You can't play that music. Stop that. Stop that.
Double complete rainbow.
Actually, I was mistaken. It was just 2 Broms. You got it right the first time. We need to do it again.
This is NSFW episode.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Double complete rainbow.
Really? Really?
I apologized. I said I was sorry. What do you
He
want
didn't
from me?
mean to, Brian. Are you going to blame him all night?
All right.